Stress tolerance. Today, for day 9, I've chosen this topic. Why? Because many feel that stress tolerance means that it is stress free life. It does not mean that, by the way. It is. It does not mean suppressing your emotions. It does not mean that strong people do not feel pressure. What does stress tolerance mean? It feels pressure, that you feel the pressure, but you continue to think and act sensibly. An officer does not collapse under stress. An officer slows down internally and stays functional. दूसरे शब्दों में, प्रेशर में भी काम चलना बंद ना हो, वही स्ट्रेस टॉलरेंस है. Pressure does not change who you are, folks. It reveals who you are. क्या है अंदर तुम्हारे, वो सामने बाहर फुट फुट के बाहर आ जाता है. Under the this this thing that is known as stress. पहले मैं आपको और चीजें बताऊं, उसके पहले I want to bust certain myths about stress. Let's clear the confusion. पहला, द स्ट्रेस इज वेरी बैड. मेरे को स्ट्रेस होने से हाइपरटेंशन हो जाएगा, ब्लड प्रेशर हाई राइज हो जाएगा. नथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट. इट इज लाइक फियर. इट्स लाइक इन इंफॉर्मेशन. इट टेल्स यू दैट ये चीज मुझे प्रॉब्लम कर रही है बॉस. आई नीड टू पे अटेंशन. आई नीड टू रिजॉल्व इट. आई नीड टू सॉल्व इट. याद रखना, आई हैव बीन टेलिंग सो मेनी टाइम्स दैट इंसान वही जो कि हाथ में आई प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सके. यू आर अ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर. यू आर अ सॉल्यूशन फाइंडर. सो स्ट्रेस अगर आता है या फियर अगर कभी आता है, देन फाइंड आउट व्हाट मैटर्स एंड हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू सॉल्व इट. Myth number 2, that strong people don't feel stress. Like fear, everybody in life feels stress. It is just a matter about how you're going to solve it. Everybody, please repeat, everybody feels stress and they still perform. And that is what differentiates them from different people, rest of the people. Myth number 3, stress tolerance means ignoring feelings. Boss, रोबोट नहीं हो. इट इज टाइम. अभी क्लोन ना तुम्हारा रोबोट बनना बाकी है. स्ट्रेस टॉलरेंस मीन्स मैनेजिंग योर फीलिंग्स विदाउट लूजिंग योर कंट्रोल, बॉस. Calm, remaining calm is a skill. It's not a personality trait. Before I further go into dwelling and how to handle and how to deal with it, let us hear one example. You all know our priya favorite Shri APJ Abdul Kalam sir. During, what had happened in SLV-3 launch in 1979, everybody knows about this story. The mission failed. Years of work collapsed in a second. Pressures were enormous. Media, scientists, nation, people, the globe, everybody was watching. He did not panic. He accepted the responsibility calmly. And the next year, the mission succeeded. And later, when he was asked what he said, failure taught me more than success. Sorry. Lesson: stress tolerance allows learning instead of breaking down. What is the impact? How? Now let's come back to the things of life. What and how does this so stress tolerance have the impact on? In SSB, if you folks, not just in SSB, but in any other exam also, you folks are going, how does the stress show up? When the time is short, you will be saying that, oh my God, you know an answer, but you will be hurriedly doing it. You would have read the sentence question wrong and answered it wrong. You read the instructions, but you don't comprehend, because why? The stress is acting upon you. The instructions become unclear. The question becomes unclear. Or in the GTO or in the group discussion, the group pressure rises up and you act irrationally. Or when you see that the interviewer or the assessors are silent, you start anxious. You start behaving. You start talking a lot, and in that bargain, end up speaking what you should not be speaking. And in life, what happens when your plans fail? When the things that you want don't happen, when you want certain thing and it doesn't come, it doesn't fructify, you get tensed. The family pressure rises, the workload increases, or the deadlines increases, emotions are running very high, or there is some trigger point in your life which just when your button dabta hai and you explode. That is the time when your stress starts showing up. And people with low stress tolerance, how do they do it? They react. You would have seen people around you जिनका फ्यूज बहुत शॉर्ट होता है, एकदम एक्सप्लोड कर जाते. They think less, act before thinking. They regret later, मुझे क्या बोल दिया यार, नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. People with high stress tolerance, they'll take a pause. कुछ भी हो रहा होगा, पहले थोड़ा सा चुप हो जाए. They'll prioritize कि ये मेरे पास काम है, इस काम को मुझे करना है. I'll prioritize. They'll act deliberately. There have been instances in my life, my dear friends, जब मैंने देखा है कि people with high stress handling capacity have won the final game. So we need to become and deliberately increase that power in us. The ability to pause is a great power. Questions I want you to ask to find your real stress tolerance. Answer them honestly. Under pressure, do I rush or slow down? When stressed, does my thinking become messy? Do I snap at people or withdraw? Can I take feedbacks when already tired? After stress, do I recover or carry it forward? सच्ची बात तो ये है, stress tolerance is visible in your behavior, not in your words. So here is a DIY how to build your stress tolerance. Please, today we will train to respond, not react. See the difference, right? So the practice is like this. Step one is the breathing exercise. Pause, breathe, think. This is the drill. PBT, that is pause, breathe, think drill. Whenever you feel pressure today, pause for 3 seconds. Take 2 slow breaths and ask, what is the next sensible step? Like Three Idiots, mein bolte hain, all is well, all is well. Something of similar kinds, all is well. This small pause protects your thinking. Step two, one pressure task. Choose one task today that usually stresses you. Do it or think it deliberately, not fast. Just walk yourself through the entire thing. If it is a task that you're doing it, walk yourself through it. If it is a thought that is causing a lot of stress to you, walk through it. सोचो कि क्या ही हो जाएगा, क्या ही कर लूंगा. Think of it. Think for all the worst come options and walk yourself through finding solutions at every turn and corner. यानी स्पीड कम करो, अपना कंट्रोल अपने आप पर और सिचुएशन पे बढ़ाओ. And of course, this night reflection, only 3 lines. Before sleeping, write down one stressful moment today. Second, how I responded. Third, one thing that I handled better than before. Yaad rakhna. Remember, stressed handled well becomes your strength. Remember this. Before I wrap up, one affirmation line for all of you. Pressure may rise, but I remain steady. Jai Hind.